Okay, so this is the Intro MP 2404 online orientation, and now let's look at the Blackboard. You go to the Blackboard, you find all the classes are here. You found, oh, I have a lot of classes. This is actually 20% of the class I've taught. And this brings another topic. If you email me, please tell me what class you're in. It helps me to navigate to find you. This semester I have 4 classes. So all you need to tell me is 2404-003 or 2404-018. That will be good enough. I can find you easier. So you click this class and you can find the class materials here. Okay, so we go over the syllabus. So this, you find the syllabus here. You have to download it and see it correctly. Go through it carefully. And all the materials are here. So we went through the syllabus already. Let's look at the lecture. All semester materials I posted online already. So all the lectures, including lecture tests, are here. All the labs, including the lab tests, are in this folder. So in Unit 1, when you start the lecture, you go to Unit 1. So it's organized in different folder. So you click here, and the first lecture is here. So you click this. This is the PowerPoint. And the videos are here. So first, second, these 2 videos, we go through the first PowerPoint. Each video is less than 15 minutes and is recorded, posted on YouTube. I found students usually lose their attention within 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So I organize each lecture less than 15 minutes. And you can watch it as many times as you like. And all the PowerPoints here, lectures here. So we finish all this, and say you finish this based on the schedule I give you, and on the test day, you go to this folder, lecture materials, and you say, I'm ready. Okay, I start the test. I click this. You click this and start the test. The test is here already. You won't be able to see it because it's not available yet. So it will be available on the test day. So this will be available on the test day. That's the test day. It will be available for 24 hours from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So you have the 24 hours window on that day to finish this test. And this test is 1 hour. So once you start, you click, the 1 hour timer will start. So you need to finish this in 1 hour. And you need to follow this procedure. So we found is webcam required. You need to use the responders lockdown browser. So it will go through the whole procedure. Like you have to show the ID, you have to record the whole room. And if you don't do it correctly, and say you leave during the test, or you use your cell phone, it will record the whole exam procedure and it will indicate. So after you finish the test, it will Blackboard will let me know, and I will go through the video. And if I found, okay, you did have those not following the rule activities during the test, and I will email you. I will let you know, okay, I won't be able to count this test, means you're gonna have 0 on this test. That's why we need to use the lockdown browser and the webcam. And well, it's pretty stressful during the test day. So before that, we have a practice. On week 2, I give you a practice quiz. This quiz is organized exactly the same procedure as the test. You need to use the webcam, you need to use the responders. I only have 3 questions. So the purpose of this quiz, will be available on week 2, is to let you be familiar with the lockdown browser. And if you experience any difficulty, let me know as soon as possible. Don't wait till the test day, because I give you 24 hours window to finish the test. And there's no way I can sit in front of my laptop for 24 hours to answer your question immediately. So it means if you have any problem during the test day, and so far all the problem come from they don't use the correct web browser, and your test will be freeze. You won't be able to take the test. And if that happened during the test day, most likely you will have a 0, because I just won't be in real time to help you to solve the problem. That's why we need to do the practice. Make sure you know what you need to do. And during the practice quiz, it will ask you, okay, show the ID. You have to show the ID. and show me the room. You have to slowly go through the room, so I will make sure when you're taking the test, there's no handout, no book around you, and you cannot use electrical device. And the whole procedure is recorded. And this quiz only 5 minutes, 3 questions. I give you 2 multiple choice questions to mimic your lecture test, and 1 fill the blank question to mimic your lab practical. I give you 5 minutes. That's way enough. So the point is not the quiz. The point is you are familiar with this procedure. We're gonna do this on week 2, and I'll post it on announcements when this is ready. And when you finish this, it gives you 3 bonus points. So every quiz question I give you 1 point. So if you get all 3 of them correctly, you get 3 bonus points. And the lab, so that's the lecture part. Let's look at the lab. So the lab is, you have to go through unit 1, and similar, the lab practical is here. So on the test day, you have to finish your lecture test. You need to finish the lab practical test here. And again, you won't be able to see this because it's not available yet. It will be available on the test day. And in the normal, not exam day, you're gonna go to here, like you download the lab, and this is the instruction. The instruction, it will be very short. For the lab, I don't teach the lab too much. That's my style. So in the normal semester, when we go to the lab, I will give you a short instruction, like 3 to 5 minutes instruction, and I will tell the student, okay, I turn you loose. So you use your book, you use your lab menu, and you work as a group to finish the lab. And if you have questions, of course, you can ask me. So you are the driver. I'm there to help you. And I deeply believe for the student who is going to the health field, they need to know how to teach themselves by themselves. So it's a good way for you to learn how to master those labs. And plus, we go through all these lab materials in the lecture. The labs go hand in hand pretty well with the lecture. So let's look at one example. We go to the lab. So you download it. It's a Word or PDF file. So the first lab, this is the first lab. It's gonna look like this. So we went through all this in the lecture already. And it will show you, okay, well, this anatomical term, and superior, inferior, they're up here. We go through all of them. And sometimes I give some practice, like your wrist is to the elbow, wrist to the elbow, so the wrist will be distal, the elbow will be proximal. That's how you choose. So the wrist is distal to the elbow. That's the correct answer. And there's some practice. And similar question will be asked in your lab practical. Like this one, I'll ask you, what's the official name of this, number 16? And have you heard the carpal tunnel syndrome? Yeah, that's why we call it carpal. That's the official name of the wrist. And what's your forehead? I won't ask you the forehead. I'll ask, what's the official name of this? That's the frontal. So these are the anatomical terms. That's why I say either you know the answer in 10 seconds, or you can look at it for 10 hours. You still don't know, because lab practical is very straightforward. And I also give you some practice questions. So you know this is pretty self. You are the driver. You know how to go through that. And if you have questions, of course, you can email me. But they're pretty straightforward. Like these 3 plans, I'll give you a model, ask you, what's this plan? This plan is sagittal. And what's this plan? This plan is frontal. And what's this plan? The magician card is the transverse plan. So that's the lab. And the lab is fill the blank. So for every lab unit, all the questions come from this 5 lab menu. This 5 lab menu. So 25 questions is like every lab about 5 questions. And you finish this in unit 1 based on the schedule I give you. And on the test day, you come here and use the webcam, use the Responder's lockdown browser. You follow it, the procedure, and you take the lab practical. Lab practical is 40 minutes. 25 questions randomly show up. All the instructions are here. So we go through the lecture, the lab, the syllabus. If you have any announcement, I will post it here. So quickly I will post the announcement, tell you the syllabus, and online orientation is ready. And if you want to check your grade, you go to the grade center, and I'm the instructor, so I see all of you. You can only see yourself. All the lecture, the lab test, your score will be here. So in the end of the semester, if you finish 4 tests only, you can look at this column. You can look at this column, say total, and you know, okay, if you have 450, you don't have to take exam 5. You got an A already. So it's pretty convenient. That's why I organized the Blackboard this way. Okay, that's pretty much it. Happy study.